Okay, good evening. Welcome to the August 19th, 2024 meeting of the Marshfield Planning Board. The time is now 7:02 p.m. Tonight's meeting is being recorded by MCTV, and we are holding a live remote meeting via Zoom. Our members here tonight are Katie O'Donnell, Nick Papastratis, Fred Monaco is absent, Kevin Cantwell, Mike Viviano, the chair, and our associate member Scott DeCastro is also absent. Here with us tonight is Greg Guimont, our town planner, and Karen Horn, our assistant town planner. At this time, I'll make a motion to open tonight's public meeting and waive the reading of the notice. Is there a second?
Second, Katie O'Donnell. Katie O'Donnell, aye.
Nick?
And
Nick
Scott has
Papastratis,
joined us. Mike?
Huh?
Scott has joined us.
Okay, great. Nick?
Nick Papastratis, aye.
Fred? Fred's not here. Kevin?
Kevin Cantwell, aye.
And Mike Viviano, aye. Okay, first on the agenda tonight is to do the vote for the middle school carport solar panels and vote on the decision. So let's see.
So the board had voted approval back in June. It's just we haven't gotten a vote on the actual decision.
Okay. Is there any questions on the decision as written from the board members? Okay, seeing none, I will go to a motion. I'll make a motion that we approve the decision as written. Is there a second?
Second, Katie O'Donnell. Katie O'Donnell, aye.
Thank you, Nick.
Nick Papastratis, aye.
Kevin?
Kevin Cantwell, aye.
And Mike Viviano, aye.
And Mike, you
Okay.
should include Scott because he was the fifth member for this special.
Okay. Great. Scott?
Scott DeCastro, aye.
Thank you. All right, so that passes 5-0.
Thank you. The
Um,
second thing on the agenda is a minor modification to the high school baseball field parking lot. The school department is the applicant for the minor modification, and the people who did the engineering was the DPW. If the board decides it's not a minor modification, we would then have them submit a full application with a public hearing, etc.
Okay, is someone here for this, or are you doing it, Greg?
I guess I'm doing it because I don't see anybody there.
Okay,
Oh, there's.
no,
I'm here, Greg.
Okay.
How are we doing? My name is Matt Kinlan. I am with the engineering department. I did the plans on behalf of the school.
okay, thank you.
So as of right now, yeah, you can see that area that's circled is just a grassed area. It's just kind of a depression that collects stormwater, and currently it's being used by students as overflow when there's no parking spots. So as of right now, kids are just parking in there wherever in the grass. And they want to make it a formal parking lot. So I designed a 70-spot parking lot here to try to fit as many parking spaces as we could. All of it drains to the existing drainage system that is the two bioretention areas. The bioretention areas then overflow into the existing drainage system that is along the road, and then it discharges across Route 139. It connects into the existing middle school after it's treated. There is a oil water separator that treats the stormwater before it discharges out across 139 and into the area across the street from Roach Brothers.
Yep.
I think that is really all. It's just a 70-spot parking lot that's going to be used for student parking, and it's going to be pavement, and it is going to have a little bit of berm, Cape Cod berms to keep the water flowing in the right direction and make its way out into the existing system.
All right, thank you for that. What's your first name again? I'm sorry.
Matt Kinlan. I'm with the engineering department.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I see that being used all the time when people are having the baseball games. There's definitely not enough parking in that little section over there, at least close enough parking to that field. So I see no problem with that. Any of the board members have any issue doing this as a minor modification? Seems okay with me.
No, I mean, I think it'll help on weekends as well with parking for soccer players there on the end of the fields there. And I know during the week people I don't know if youth football is out there, but people are parking out on Forest Street. So maybe that'll help a little bit with that parking too, as well as because, as you know, if you go up Forest Street, you see people parked on both sides, and I think hopefully that'll help it.
Yeah, Matt, can you put the plan back up?
That's me.
Yeah.
Oh, Greg. Sorry. Well, it's a great idea, and what Kevin just the other one, the overview, Greg, if you could.
Okay.
Just to point out, there's a pretty big problem in town with people parking on Forest Street, even though there's no rule against parking on Forest Street. Because I talked to the police about it once. So I live just past the street, a couple miles up the road from there, but I pass all the time. And when it's lacrosse is out there, the girls lacrosse, the boys lacrosse, sometimes there's barely enough room to get a car all the way from the middle school down past those soccer fields that are right there. So I think there could be another discussion with the town who owns the property across the street, even though that is in I think it's in the WRPD, about making some kind of parking lot over there, even if it was just gravel, because it's not really needed in the wintertime to, alleviate the traffic off Forest Street. It's a pretty dangerous situation that's occurred there. So maybe we can talk to Matt about it at some time, or I'll give you a call, Matt.
Well, isn't that the area that's also the cross-country training area and all the trails that are over there?
Some of it's trails, but I mean, even if it was a 40, 50 car parking lot over there would
But I think it's open space.
It is
Oh, is
open
that
space,
is
Aaron.
it? Okay.
Yeah, it's part of the Trails Network at this point.
Yeah. All right. Well, still, I think we should be looking into something that's very dangerous on Forest Street. Just kids darting out between cars, and it's a pretty dangerous spot. So, if anyone has any other thoughts on that, sometime we can talk about it. Any other comments or questions before we approve a minor modification for this parking lot? Okay, seeing none.
Sorry.
Okay, Katie.
I just wanted to pose the question that I know like a minor modification, and I don't have like the rules and regs in front of me, but like 70 parking spaces does seem like quite a few to me. And I just want to make sure that
it's in relation to the whole high school, middle school, furnace, elementary school, that whole larger parcel.
Yeah, I guess, and I understand. So it's like it's minor in relation.
Right. And it is, they're still under there what they need for impervious surface.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to mention that because I felt like somebody else could ask it too. Otherwise, I hear the need and it sounds reasonable to me.
Okay. Anyone else from the board?
All set, thanks.
Thanks. All right. Well, seeing none, I will make a motion that we approve the minor modification for the new parking lot just above the baseball field there. Is there a second?
Second, Katie O'Donnell. Katie O'Donnell, aye.
Nick?
Nick Papastratus, aye.
Fred? Oh, Fred's not here. Kevin?
Kevin Cantwell, aye.
And Mike Viviano, aye. Okay. Thank you, Matt.
And thank you, guys.
Okay.
Have a good night.
Greg, any staff reports?
We are definitely working on an accessory dwelling unit bylaw change for the December town meeting, in addition to our MBTA being revisited at that town meeting. So it'll definitely be a town meeting you're going to want to attend.
Merry
Want
Christmas.
to attend?
And there is some, the work is continuing. If you get a chance on Webster Street, the connection between the sidewalk that ended in the middle of nowhere and the rail bed is now in place. The bridge is over there. and it is being prepared to be installed. You can actually walk over it right now. So the last link is that southern part that connects from the pond down to where Steamboat Drive comes out. And that Kevin should be working on that fairly soon. He's moving quite along very well now. We have released half of his house lots. I'm expecting him to come in with a and have Pat do a cost to complete, and then he would deposit the remaining money and ask for the rest of the house lots to be released. So Red Gold Farm is moving along very well. And that's it on my, Karen, do you have anything?
No, just that we'll be clearly reviewing the town, our part of the town webpage to make sure that's all up and running.
There's a little issue going on there.
Karen's the one right away that noticed, wait a minute, our link isn't working and we have a meeting tonight. So
Thank you for that, Karen.
good job.
All right, anything else from any of the board members? Okay, seeing none, thank you for being here tonight. Thank you, Greg and Karen. I'll make a motion to adjourn tonight's meeting. Is there a second?
Second, Katie O'Donnell. Katie O'Donnell, aye.
Thank you, Nick.
Nick Papastratus, aye.
Kevin.
Kevin Cantwell, aye.
And Mike Viviano, aye. Okay, that concludes tonight's meeting. Thank you.
Okay, and Mike, don't forget, we need your signature.
Yep, I'm feeling better now. I will be in, I'll try to come in tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Great, thank you.
Good night.
Thanks.
Okay,
Hi,
bye.
everyone.